Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Chargers head coach. These guys playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making the long trip to the East Coast. Facing off with them here, Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And we're off for MetLife. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle, a 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdown. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Tracy. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
380. Lion.
Trying to run in, Harris. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Chargers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Najee Harris, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Robinson in motion right. Now Wilson on the play fake. Go right side is caught by Robinson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Wilson on 3rd down. Hits him on the in route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Cut! 380! Cut!
The give to Tracy up the middle. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Deion Henley.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Here's Tracy on first down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Here's Tracy once more. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Sent to the ground by Khalil Mack.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd down run from Singletary. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Devin Singletary with the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little chunk, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Omarion Hampton with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Ready.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. They're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
Set. Kappa.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Throwing again is Russ. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
What?
Third and long for him here. The throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. LA offense all set. Here's first and 10.
Set. Black 80. Black. Set.
They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They start out second and 10.
Lion.
Herbert from the gun. On a quick slant, he's got Allen. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Set. 80. Route. Set.
On third down, Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Set. Kappa.
First and 10, give to Harris. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
380. Route. Set. 380. Route. Go.
Herbert now off the play fake. This one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. And things look tougher now with third and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll air it out on third. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. New York to the line, 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Escapes the pocket. And this one does not go far.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The Giants are set to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Kappa. Set.
Running behind center with Harris. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
380. Run. Set. 180. 180. Run. Ready.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Conklin brings it in. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Delta. Set.
To the air on 3rd and long. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Trying the right side with Tracy. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
First and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
380. Good hut. 380. Good hut. Ready.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Set. Lion, lion, lion. Good hut.
Staying on the ground with Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
80. Good hut. Wide in the hut.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Set. Kappa, kappa, kappa. Set.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
You can put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam, sack lunch.
J.K. Scott on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
What?
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Jamie Gillen on that a punt. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set. Black 80. Black. Go.
They give now to Najee. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. And not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Set. Delta, set. Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's this one against him. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Set. Set.
To throw, Herbert. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Set.
They'll try to run it with Harris. This gets the 1st and more. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Ready.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Ready. Set.
2nd down, looking for options. Catch is made in close. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Set.
Harris has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ready. Go.
They go to him again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get some late points and the lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Washington now to return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
What? 380.
Russ setting to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Shotgun snap for Wilson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throw here, third down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first-half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Set. 380. Bring it up. Ready.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That throw finds Coughlin. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to the air, Herbert. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Set. Delta. Set.
Looking to throw. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He has it at the 22. And that return brings us to the end of our first 2 quarters of play. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And this is the former Packers star, Aaron Jones. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Vikings get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the second-year wideout looking for a breakout year, Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers taking on the Eagles. And it's the 2,000-yard rusher from a year ago, Saquon Barkley. He'll take this one in for the score. He's found the end zone twice in the first half. This one's gone to halftime, and it's the Eagles with the lead at the half. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Hampton on the return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Set. 380. Go.
Going to Harris to start the half. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Throwing now, Herbert. Complete out to the right. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Into traffic, complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here's Harris. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and now they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Motion the tight end over. It's Tracy on 2nd down. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! And the Chargers are gonna have it after his 2nd interception of the season. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
380. Set.
Najee takes this one. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Set. 380. 380.
On 3rd down, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Count it. Go.
Trying to run in, Harris. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Set.
He gets it again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Just 2 yards there on 2nd and goal, and still a ways to go now on 3rd.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st down. Here's Russ. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Russ now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd.
3rd
and long for him here. Finds Hyatt. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Set. Delta. Set. Set.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
2nd down here, another give to Harris. Stopped after a gain of 2, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Harris once more. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
To the air this time, Herbert. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's in her. No, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to the air. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Alohi Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle. Let's Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Running back sent in motion left. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. 4th down coming up. They'll send out the punting unit. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Still has some space up near midfield. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
The carry by Harris here to start the drive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Set. 180. Go.
They give to Harris from the gun. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Set. 180.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he is down to the 30-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Trying to get outside here with Harris. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
Set. Delta. Set.
Running left is Harris. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Dicker connects there. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give them some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Play action, it's Wilson. This is Cox, that's Slayton. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Robinson sent in motion left. On 1st down, this is Singletary. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd down, they need 7. He'll air it out on 3rd. Puts everything he has under this one. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Jim Harbaugh getting his Charger offense out there for another drive. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Staying on the ground with Harris. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Going all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Now Herbert and the Chargers going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Washington now to return. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And gotta imagine, Brock, there's an appreciation for the conviction they had going for it on 4th down the last drive. Just didn't have the results they needed.
You know, so many teams, and really the data today tells you to have a 4-down mindset, Kate, especially when you cross midfield. We'll be curious if they've got that kind of conviction after missing on the last one.
It's to Singletary on the check down. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Wilson out of the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. And Mendoza the hurry up here.
6 yards. And the Giants first down.
Gives to Singletary from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Wilson now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll motion Slayton left. From the gun, and carried by Singletary. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Now here's Russ. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams from field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
That one connects. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the 1st and goal. Ross out of the pistol. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
380. Ground.
Running behind center with Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The Giants using their 1st timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Set. 380. Ground. Kappa. Ready.
From the gun, they go with Harris. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Set. Ready. Route.
Throw here, 3rd down. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And he's got the Charger first down. And that should be all she wrote in this one. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
Set.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Set.
Line up the design keeper.
Set.
Lining up to take a knee on second down.
One hot. One hot.
You're drawing up for him. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.